Hello, world. This is Lit from channel Lit Logic, LITTLOGIK. You see? Things become revealed every day, every second. Just when you realize it, you think you were sad or saddened by information that's sort of revealed to you, even in part, in some form of speculation, because it's not like coming to me in black and white. Much of my information comes from patience and relying on my intuition and trusting the Spirit of God and the angelic realm, the invisible realm, to protect me, inform me, enlighten me, and guide me to my next move. And for the most part, I'm fortunate now to be past so much of confusion. That was pretty much my daily diet for actually, way too long. At least this time around, you only get one life. This is the one that counts. And it'll be beautiful if, we all could sort of do our best, at least, not perfectly, but do close to our best most of the time to be supportive, loving, encouraging, true, honorable. Like I said, I haven't done it perfectly. No, but I think I've done it far better than the unfortunate people that I'm going to be referencing shortly. Not by name. Not yet. And this video is obviously live. It's December 8th, 2023. It's about maybe 1:30 in the morning, 1:30 a.m. So I'm only less than 2 hours into the 8th. Yes, I do stay up a lot late at night. Yes, I do. Because my job status has been altered, thankfully, to what I do with my life now, and in increasing form, as a matter of fact, is move forward to my real life purpose, to become my true, authentic self, and to serve the best I can. Flawed, of course, because I'm made of this, trapped in this body, but to serve the King of the world, the King of all creation, Yahweh, Jesus, the Son, the living Holy Spirit that permeates all existence. Very much alive, more so than us, very much so, I mean, and I've been really fortunate to have been directed and that, and guided, and that's been presented to me with an increasing fashion, and we all have access to it every day. We all get some of it. We definitely do. It's God's grace, with just the blessings that we take for granted, the little things that we really just assume are our birthright. We're entitled to be able to have two functioning legs and two arms, and all our physical and mental faculties intact, and to have a food to eat, Excuse me. I'll do my best to talk with a pretzel in my mouth. I'll vacuum later. On my tooth. You know, these things that we do take for granted, myself included. You know, many years, of my life, we're trying to achieve, we're trying to maintain, we're trying to establish ourselves and pursue our desires, our ambitions, our dreams, our goals. It's not always easy, in this physical body that has a mind of its own, if you will, doesn't want to get out of bed in the morning for the most part, doesn't want to, not eat when we want to, it's just those, the physical, aspects of our existence that we all have to deal with, sort of do create limits and parameters to our fullness. And of course, then there's the unnurtured heart, the heart that's neglected by always running on the mind and the flesh, the desires, It's kind of like running on, physical autopilot, neglecting the divine, the spirit realm, our attachment to creation, to all eternity. That is really our primary purpose, is to come down here in these bodies, in this limited form, in this world full of challenges, and learn how to overcome our human deficit, our condition of compromise. And through it all, establish a reverence for the Almighty God, for all creation, and yes, yourself included. Loving yourself is not egocentric. It is not sinful. It is not a violation of life laws. Matter of fact, it's vital. It's necessary, Within balance, having alignment with all aspects of your existence. All systems go when, your physical body is honored. You honor other living creatures. You honor the environment. You honor humanity as a whole. You honor life laws that are just immovable. They're non-negotiable. Now, of course, we have free will that we don't have to comply. But when we don't, and we choose to violate those laws that are inherent in us through that drop of the divine grace that's somehow in there, in our conscience and our knowing, in a place that we can't really sometimes identify. We're connected to something greater and we know it. We just don't know where it starts, where it stops, But we all have it. And when we actually give it a little bit of attention to it, you start to give it a name. You start to identify it. You start to expand upon it. Now all of a sudden you are a greater version of yourself. Because you're not confined to just the gimme. Like you start to trust in the parameters and the unlimited potential of life's reality. And as we develop this sense, we begin to gravitate away from being driven by flesh alone, by sin, by desires. Ambition and goals will still be part of your life's diet. Nothing wrong with that. But you should definitely come from a place that has good intentions for not just yourself, for all people, all living things, all creation, in any aspect of yourself that challenges that. That did not come from Big Daddy. Oh no, it didn't. That came from the, you know, what I'm talking about. The one who opposes, the one they say kill, steal, and destroy, among other things. Man. But now, we all have access to good and evil. We all have access to good and bad, to light and darkness. We do. And good and evil, light and darkness, good and bad, has access to us. It's almost like it's a playground. Which ride do you want to get on? Carnival. And a lot of us like to indulge. It's part of our, pleasures of the flesh and there's parameters, and God is okay with us enjoying the fruits of life. He wants us to be abundant. He wants to be rewarded with life's pleasures that can become abundant in the fruits of the Spirit. And negate it by the the variables in the elements of this deadly sins. There's your contrast right there. So these are the choices we have. And I don't have all the answers. I definitely don't, in regard to even myself, let alone all humanity. However, I do know that just by, I guess, the role that I was chosen to hold in this portion of the play of life, unfortunate, I always did say, not always, but when I became victimized by some associates, not so friends, frenemies, if you know what I mean, the ones who smile at you and that you're trying to help you, that help them because you got a lot of this and a whole lot of that thing called love and light. So here I am, genuinely trying to serve. I'm not saying I'm being, I'm a martyr and I'm being punished, and I'm probably even getting a little satisfaction out of the exchange, man. I'm trying to help somebody. And they're in the back seat of my car. I'm driving, taking them somewhere on my dime, my gas, because I'm trying to lift them up a little bit, And they're back there they are playing, they're basically, what do they say? We got a snake in the grass or a wolf in sheep's clothing, And they're actually already pre-devised, a plan of attack to set a trap for the innocent, if you will. And I'd rather be, and I was that guy driving. I was definitely under attack in recent years, and probably most of my life, but it became more obvious in recent years as it unfolded. And I would say, even after the whole thing went down, I'd rather be the guy who got taken than to think that I could be one of them in the back that would conspire I can't even finish this. I can't even finish the phrase. I got chills all over my body right now. Wow. All through my legs, all the way. Oh, man. Thank God I could feel that. And thank God I survived those attacks. Now, those attacks seem to become almost routine. Once I was identified as that guy that they're going to come after. Why the enemy of man and life chose me? I don't know. Maybe because I was the one that chose to love them. That's pretty rare, you know? Man, why would he do that? Man, if he's going to do that, we have to take him out because he must be one of them. We're not going to have that on our ground. Not around here. So, they seem to have expanded their support in ways that I don't want to know. I really don't want to know what methods they utilize to communicate, to conspire, to strategize, and execute methods of demise upon anyone, whether I'm trying to love them and represent something good, or I'm just another guy who's trying to lose. Either way, we're all in this together, man. We all are. And maybe I was more fortunate, where I was in a position to be of assistance, to give, to offer. And they're not really in that position and don't feel that they have that benefit. So they feel that every chance they get, they got to try to extract something from you. And it becomes a way of life for them. I don't know. I was blessed. I'm not saying I'm wealthy or, monetarily but at times I was sufficient and blessed, and I still am blessed, even more so now. I don't care how many zeros I got in the bank account or if it's just a 1 0. Being blessed is here, man, is being here, man, And without trying to sound like a victim, and believe me, I qualify. I do. But that's not the energy I'm going to project here. We're all victims. Because I got to be responsible for, there must be some kind of energy or something I was emitting through my life energy that put me in the same car as them. Why was I, if they're that low vibrational, why am I with them? Why am I planning to go out on a Saturday night with those three? If I'm connected to the divine, well, we're all connected to the divine. However, maybe my heart was in a bad place. Maybe whatever, I'm not going to try to extract every nuance at this time, but either way, let's just say this energy of attack upon me, I'll speak for myself. I'm not alone. I'm sure many other people, many of you, experience this in many forms and maybe don't even identify the other forms where it does apply. I was able to sort of accumulate a great deal of information on this topic because it became so perpetual and so unescapable that it would be irresponsible for myself to dismiss it as coincidence. Not coincidence. It was an all-out attempt on my life. And I really don't have all the names and the faces and the license plate numbers and the addresses of those who participated. However, the several I do know saddens me. And I'm certain that in the coming days, weeks, and months, because it's getting to that point, it's getting real close to boom. You know what I'm saying? The other shoe's going to drop. It's hammer time, bro. It just is. I have my sources, and it's not the ones you think. It's not like, not, hey, guess who told you this? It's none of that. My sources are visible. My sources are connected to the divine. I went through and I'm sure still have some infiltration of information from invisible opponents of that truth. All the information I have to sort of try to discern what is coming from my love team, what is coming to confuse me. You know, I'm getting better at it. So much so, the information I have now has me almost certain. Can't set your clock or, to it, or, you can project a little bit, but that's not it's what they call in divine timing. And my timing is divine. And it's almost time for the divine ding, ding, ding to ring that bell of truth. On this matter, then I move on to my next assignment, because I work for the king, remember? However, I'm pretty sure some of the details, the participants that I'm not aware of yet, that maybe, I believe some of them will be revealed to me, are going to destroy me. Almost. Because they already tried that. All of them. Against little old us. I'm not saying I'm a rock. I'm not saying I'm a god. I'm saying I'm a man who loves God, who not so long ago loved me and me alone. Never lost touch with God, but man, I wasn't serving God. I was trying to survive the onslaught of deception and attacks socially and economically and publicly were not coincidence. And when I would attempt to communicate my predicament to anybody I trusted, the few people that I trusted, I basically trusted almost everybody. I really did. I still see the good in everybody. I was blind to the dark energies that people hide quite well from people that have love in their eyes and love in their heart. I just can't imagine possessing that kind of spirit inside of me. And don't get me wrong. I mean, I've had moments of anger, rage, fury, what is far from godly. But it was temporary. It was a response to an emotion that was exaggerated, or just where I lost control. But once I established my feet back on the ground and removed myself, the restoration of truth coming back. But for me I almost can't imagine, like I said, being one of those people that are conspiring, all three of them conspiring to take invisible shots at me. What's going through their mind and their spirit? Wow. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. And I almost have no understanding of it in comparison with the same thing with the people that just gain support and conspire with tens and hundreds and thousands of dark energy minded people to participate in this. I'm talking about organized gang stalking, community harassment. I mean, corrupt law enforcement, the legal community. Not in their entire. Not saying all the entire law enforcement community is corrupt. No, but man, believe me, inserted in all these aspects of our communities and civic groups lies some planet dark demonic individuals that look like the guy next door, and they take their kids to the park on Saturday too. And you would never know, man. The guy got a crocodile on his shirt. Fuck, Dockers. He's wearing fucking Dockers, man. He can't be a fucking bad dude. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the disguise is hard to. This is spiritual energy we're trying to, of course, when it reveals itself in the physical form and you see an act of violence or an act of, wow. That's kind of like, those groups over those extremists in like these other, like in the Middle East, these jihadists where they beheading people for like, you just have to question the root of their religion, of their faith. I'm sorry. I'm not sure Muhammad wanted you to do that. He might have been pissed off for that one section of the Quran, but I don't think he really wants you to kill people. But maybe he did. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure Jesus never said to kill people. I'm almost positive he didn't. So either way, love is love, hate is hate. I don't care who says what, where it came from. I can identify it now. And I'm sitting upon a threshold of revelation. I've been so gratefully supported through this I don't even know what to call it. It was meant to happen. I'm not saying poor old me, because as I'm sitting here telling you about this conspiracy to destroy me, and I mean, really, I'm talking about, I don't really know like where it starts and where it ends, but I do know it was a destructive energy that was directed towards me by hundreds of people, if not thousands, over the last 5 to 6, 7 years, maybe. All the way down to certain members of my friends group, my small circle of friends I had. I don't have those friends no more. My wife, I don't have that wife anymore. I hope to God that I don't find out that any of my brothers participated, or, God forbid, my children. At this point, I wouldn't be completely surprised. It would hurt. It really would. It would. So that's why I think there's certain aspects of this nonsense that the divine spirit that has informed me of much, certain things are better left unsaid, because I might get too emotionally involved to go. I won't be able to control contain my attempts to confront directly, like, how fucking dare you? How fucking dare you, man? what the fuck? I don't even be in the face of denial anyway. You know, my lovely wife. Wow. Buddha, Buddha, Buddha. Almost 24 years together now. 3 kids, adult children. I think we have 22 years of marriage. Wow. I'm talking possibly the ringmaster. If not, she's definitely in that inner circle. Buddha. This hat says antisocial. Far from it. But I'm going to see if I can work on something to make it say anti-stupid. Because I was apparently stupid. I was blind. I had blindfolds on. My love, my kindness, and my desire to be a people pleaser, to fit in, whatever, you know. I can stand up for myself. I'm not a pushover, but I really just don't possess these aspects of existence that are necessary to become what these people have become. To, you know, I don't even know how to identify that. So I didn't have eyes for it. And I guess now, fortunately, in some ways unfortunately, I had to become aware of this part of existence that's demonically driven. There's no doubt about it. And every person that has been part of the attack, and not just on me, that do things to every one of you that are just not right, whether you see it, whether it's overt, covert, or whatever, man. You know, much of this deception is done on the down low. Very few people come right in your face and give it to you, man, because that would almost be truthful, almost, you know. Hey, this is what I believe in. That's why I protest, man. I believe in this. I believe, you know. You know. But hey, at least you can respect them. You know where you stand, man. There's no fucking hiding behind a smile or a Bible. Huh. Wow. Or a promise. However, the deceiver is they call him a deceiver for a reason, man. You know, he's not going to come at you with, like, the devil's not going to come at you with a pitchfork and a fucking red tail and fucking horns, you know. Maybe later. Not in this realm, man. He comes in the form of people like me and you. Just like us. Guy standing next to you in the grocery line waiting for us, buy a gallon of milk for his kids. You don't know. You don't know. We all have like thresholds or portals for these demonic energies to get in. I don't really know all about the intricacies of demonic entrance and possession, and you know, but I've witnessed so much of it. I'm beginning to learn. And if it weren't for Team Invisible Love, that has been my, wow. I mean, I don't think I would have survived a week of what I went through without their, absolute coverage of my life. Because I was reckless. Even knowing that I had this enemy, I knew I was being followed. And I wasn't paranoid. I was being followed like everywhere I went. And they wanted me to see them. It wasn't like, but I couldn't prove they're not doing nothing but driving a car just like me. What am I going to say? Hey, officer, these people are following me. They'll make me look like I'm fucking crazy and put me in the fucking hospital. Everyone's following it. He thinks everyone's following him, man. He's fucking these nuts. They were following me. I wasn't crazy, but they almost fucking had me there. I mean, I called the police one time. They fucking laughed at it because they were involved. They knew. They fucking knew I was a TI, targeted individual. They fucking knew. They were having fun, man. I think it all started with a cop, to be honest with you. I think the cop was the one who fucking threw me in the fucking middle. Because his fucking little pussy ego couldn't handle my fucking truth. So fucking be it. Hope that I see him in court soon. Because guess what? I told you, the shoe's going to drop real soon. So anybody, whether you're in my inner circle or not, gains access to this through, what do they call them, monitoring spirits, or become a subscriber to my YouTube channel. You can watch this fucking video. Because before the shit goes down, which is coming pretty soon, if someone wants to be somewhat of an informant to me, I'm not saying I can grant you amnesty legally. If you're going to be in the middle of that, I can't say, but I can say that based on the support, if I'm basically the plaintiff in this case, and you happen to be involved in that, and you want to try to extract some leniency, I think I might have some influence with the judge in this case. And believe me, as I sit here today, I am a man of integrity, not without flaw. But if I say I will do what I can to help you, I will. I'm not saying this because I really don't need, someone to step forward. I don't need that because, again, I'll accept it and I'll be grateful for the truth. Someone to say, hey, man, we were fucking wrong. What the fuck were we thinking? We thought we were going to crash this dude, and guess what? We only crashed us. All of us. Little old me, little old us crashed the fucking dudes on the bus. Oh, well. You fucking want to, they say, live by the sword, die by the sword. You want to fucking try to execute hate upon an individual because you didn't like him for any reason. Land of the free United States, right? 4th of July, fucking independence, liberty, freedom. Wow. They took mine. They tried to take mine. They really did. And believe me, I lived in a fucking mental prison for fucking years. And slowly began to establish enough inner strength with the support of God and the divine angelical realm that has come to my aid and been my protection. Without them, I wouldn't have survived a week. I would have offed myself. Booshta. Most motherfuckers would. Most people would have. And if it wasn't for the divine protection that I had and still have, I hear them right now. I hear them. They're all around me. And I thank you, and I thank you, and I love you. And I'll serve you with every last breath of this life and beyond for all eternity. I'm yours. I'm yours, King. I'm yours, King. I'm yours, King. It's a saying. I am truly grateful to have survived, not only survived, but to have been educated, fortified, enhanced, establish a great sense of self, confidence with, I'm talking black magic, demonic attacks, spell work. I was subject to all of it. And I can still dance if I want to. I'm just saying. I'm not saying, it's just sad to know that there's people. It's one thing to have people, but okay, that some people, it's going to be haters out there, but to know you're sleeping with one, it's your fucking wife. It's your fucking wife. Are you fucking kidding me? No, I'm not. Wow. And she's sleeping with some of them. As they're all trying to fuck me over, she's fucking them. And he's trying to fuck my brain up. Any chance he gets, confrontational, argumentative, fucking gaslighting, fucking love bombing, accusing me of the things she's doing. That's fucking insane. Insane. Truly fucking insane. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. They tried to prove I was. They tried to really drive me insane. Not just make me think I was. They tried to really make me insane. Probably even tried to take my life from me. If it wasn't for the protection of God, I wouldn't be making this message right now. And I'm only a baby in this process. I'm waiting for this thing to go and turn over. It's going to turn over. My ship's coming in. My blessings are already began. I feel wonderful. And I'm 27 and a half years old. I feel great. I am great because I know what's great. And karma, like kind of that whole return to sender thing, it's going to bite some people I care about real hard. They laying in the bed right now. My wife probably can't even fucking sleep. She's being tormented by demons. I don't know. That's just what I believe. I don't ever lift a finger to retaliate. I don't wish any ill upon her. She did a damn good job herself. And all her associates, they all feeling it. And it's only beginning. It's only beginning because now I am basically a fortified, battle-tested, boots on the ground, servant of the king. My name is Lit. What's your name? I love you guys. I really do. I love me. I really do. I love God. I really do. Team Invisible Love forever. We doing it.